Oh, I meant to throw an uppercut. I was going to throw an uppercut, then hook. I'd have paralyzed the man. Let's do jab, uppercut. Let's do it. Stand. Come on, jab, uppercut, hook. Grappling dominance over there. Shit. Oh my goodness, how did they get that? I'm such a good grappler, mate. So good at grappling. Alright, let's see if I can get a rock back. Even better. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Ooh. Good
Hey
round.
guys, make sure you hit the like button and the sub button, please.
That was my recording. See, that's not a real person speaking then. Telling you to like the stream. Most is a stream sniper for sure. You know, if he wants to give me 3 points, then that's up to him. Wow. Oh, Moist. I know he's a little pre-denier. If I know Moist, he likes to pre-deny. Oh, Moist. Oh, well, fair enough. Fair play to the man. He was composing there. Fair play to him. He made 3 game plan changes in a fight. Oh, wow. Get sit down. Sit down, kid. See, look, this pre-denying bastard. Fooled his man. It's all good. I've already done the damage. Whew. This is what we like. We'll let him go. We've done enough this round. Come on, Most. I'm right in front of you. What do you want? Huh? Huh? Come on. Throw some heat. Throw some heat, big fella. Come on,
If
I'll go around you like this. I'm going around you like this.
15 minutes live interview with Ed Parker and Jeff Meyer. 15 minutes,
Oh
guys.
yes. Wow. Well, Mike, what? What a cheeky little git. Cheeky little git, mate. That's a very cheeky thing to do, most. King Clark, man, you have to stop. You're gonna have to stop that. Nobody wants to hear. Broken orbital bones, broken feet, broken toes, broken fingers. It's been a war zone in my camp. What is Bolsonaro? Can you use Israel Adesanya next? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't want to come up against Apollo Costa. I'll use him in quickfire against one of you guys, so later on. Ow. Moist. That's unlike you.
Hey guys, you guys make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the sub button. There's no need to hate. 22 dislikes. Don't need to hate. You guys need to appreciate. Hit the like button for Ed Parker. This is a recording. Beep.
You guys like my new setup I have in my stream? I just press a button, it does a little message telling you guys to like,
Hit the
subscribe, and all
fucking
that
like,
stuff.
please. Hit the fucking like, please. Hit the fucking like, please. This is a recording. Beep.
I think it's broken. Damn. Oh, Moist. Moist. Moist, come on. Come on, there's still time to quit. You can leave if you want. Ah, Moist. So this pre-denying. All you can do is pre-deny. This guy is... What an annoying guy. It's good. Nah, Moist, just staying here. Just staying right here. Yeah, we're staying right here, Moist. Damn, you got out. Fair play to you, Big Moist. Ah, Moist. I've won the fight. I just gotta wait. I just gotta wait. I'm sure the three judges will agree with me that I've won the fight. We'll see. Ah, Moist. Don't be like that. Come on, Moist. Don't be like that. Let's get up. We can talk about this. Come on. You're real close. You're really warm. You're real warm. Oh, and my turn up. My turn on top now. Oh. Wow. That was good. They need. I'm sure. Oh shit! I thought I lost the decision then, because I thought I was on the left side. Jesus. I nearly threw my controller across the room. Broken zygomatic arches. That's not how you spell zygomatic, Cambridge. But I'll let you off. Da-da. What time is it where I am? It's 11:41 p.m. Climbing up. Climbing up. I'm a mixed martial artist now. That's why I'm not using Connor. I did use him earlier. You weren't there. I'm not sure if you saw it. From 1 to 10, how good is Yoel Romero in this game? He's pretty good. don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 3. In my opinion, you know, I wouldn't use him. MIKE-TYSON, the bad guy. Stockton. That's not how you spell Stockton, Dominic. Get out of here, right, with that anime picture, alright? Come on. We don't want that. We don't want your kind here. 6:41 here in the morning or at night. Use Darren's Hill, please. Plays Dana White. Robbie Lawler next. Do you think it's coming a fight night? I have no idea what you mean by that. Fuck anime. Bro, shut the fuck up. You're like 19 years old. You're wrong. You're like very wrong. I would kill you in a stand-up game if you take RDA. Alright, sure. Sure thing. Nah, I'm never picking to beat. See you later, Brazil, MMA. I'll never pick to beat. I do not sin. I'm not a man of sin. And picking to beat in EA Sports UFC 3 is a sin.
Hey,
You think I'm
Ed.
racist? Yo.
He's
What's up?
here right now. So if you're in a
He's
fight,
here right now. Alright.
yes, he's
I'm
pulling
in a
in.
fight.
So, right, as soon as you get out the fight, what we're going to do is we're going to post links up in your stream right now. So as soon as you're out of your fight right now, holy mackerel, there he is. Anyway, as soon as you're out of your fight right now, let me know, and
Yeah,
we're
no
gonna
problem.
post the links up in your stream right now. So, Ferrari, if you can hear me, you guys make sure post the link up right now, guys. And Jeff Meyer's here right now. We're gonna get this interview on in 15 minutes, baby. Get excited, get hyped. Let's get it in, Ed.
Hi.
Jeffy!
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I just want you to know that you got 360 people watching right now, listening to you. What?
Yeah, man.
360. Hey, Ed,
Yo.
how many people you got on your stream right now?
I got 333 people right here.
Oh, only 330 people. Guess what? Jeffy's here right now. We're not going to put him on the camera, but we are going to flood in here. We're going to put that link on your stream so everybody floods in here. But let me give Jeffy some love real quick. What's up, Jeffy? Come here. Give me some, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Well, I appreciate it. I told you I had the world famous Ed Parker in here. There's Ed right there, Jeffy.
Hey, Ed.
How's it going, Jeff? Nice to meet you.
Good, thanks. Likewise, thank you.
Nice, man. I saw you gave me a little shout out on that video on Mike's channel.
This is
Yeah.
the best in the world, Ed. Jeffy, don't get in the camera just yet. No, you're okay. You're okay. Come here.
Okay.
Sit down.
All right.
Don't get in the camera just yet. But that's Ed playing right now.
Cool.
Those are all the people that are watching the stream. In 2.5 seconds, we're gonna have the link popping up, and we're gonna get it in there.
So cool. It's a really cool setup you got over here.
Hey, I'm trying to get in.
No.
Hey, that's the gift from us, baby.
Oh,
give me
thank
something
you.
to put it in right
No,
now.
you don't have to do that.
Stop it. Stop it. You came to our house.
Something.
Well, you better do what you do then. Do what you do, baby. Go ahead. Anyway, if you guys are watching Ed Parker stream, I know you guys can hear me. We have the CEO of Tough Enough here right now. Right now, the CEO is here right now. Right now, he's here, and you guys are going to see him. Look at Ferrari's talking to you right now, Jeffy.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ferrari?
Yeah, so in a minute, you're going to see this stream go boop, 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 and you're going to see it just go, it's going to go crazy. So we need that link up there, guys. Lou is on my computer right now. I need that link on Ed Parker stream.
So yeah, I'll be spamming that link.
As soon as he's done with his fight,
Killer.
then we're going to get it in.
Awesome.
But you got a lot of people want to ask you questions, Jeffy. I can't answer. I can't answer the questions that the public want to know from you, man. You know, all these people right here, all these people can hear you right now.
Well, what's up, everybody? I hope that I'm able to answer your questions. I'll try my hardest, and you know, there's always Google if I get stumped or something. I'm just kidding. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for letting me come over here.
Well, I hope you see NWO Peyton typing it in. You know,
Cool.
Hi from Edstream.
This is really cool. I mean, I'm not playing games as much as I'd like to, but I got to get back into it. I mean, this is a really cool setup, how you guys are talking to each other. And, you know, I mean, this is like, I wish that it was like this one back in the day when I was playing. Gosh, I mean, we're talking about 20 years ago. I haven't been playing games like I got into Fortnite recently, you know?
Right.
Because I'm like, what's that?
I heard about you're a Fortnite player. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like to try to get on there when I can, but I really got to get like a real setup. You know, I'm just sitting at my computer playing, you know, but I got to get something like this going. Oh, hey, what's up, Brazil? I was down in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 2003 for the Abu Dhabi World Championships. And that was the year that, hey, what's up, Wilson? 2003 in Sao Paulo, that was the year that Eddie Bravo beat, I think it was Hoyler Gracie, and also Dean Lister won the Absolute Division in that year, and that's when Dean kind of became like, you know, really well known. And I actually met, I met so many people down there. It was awesome. I love Brazil. I hope to come back. And I remember that the steakhouses, oh, you're in Salvador. Oh, cool. Those steakhouses, I think they're called like charuscarias or something like that. It was amazing food, like the best food ever.
Best food ever.
Best food ever. Wow.
Ed just got a knockout.
Nice.
Crucifix. That's
Pounding
his
them out
shit.
with crucifix. I've been doing that with everyone.
Hey, Lou, I need you to spread it out, Lou. Ed, we got to get it in. Good fight, Ed. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Cool.
We're about
And
to
if you
start
guys
this
still settling
interview.
in, I don't mind. Jeff, if you want to pick a fighter for me, I'll use him right now on stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, anyone
Like
in
out
the
of
UFC, I'll use the guy.
He said he'll use anybody and just beat anybody.
Anybody? Really?
Anyone
Gosh,
that
let
you
me
pick.
think. Okay, well, I mean, I don't want to be, you know, like too partial or whatever, but Ronda's kind of my girl. If you don't mind, Ronda Rousey.
I'll use Ronda Rousey for you.
Oh, sweet, thanks.
Let's go.
All right, Ed, get this fight in for him for this Ronda Rousey fight, and then let's get right. Oh, he gonna get it done by armbar. You hear that?
That's a pretty good prediction there, I would say.
Yeah, subs are really good.
Yeah, man, she's,
I'm
you
looking
know.
soon, don't worry.
What's this guy saying? Harambe says Jeff is dad. What does that mean?
I think
I don't
you
know
like
what that
Jeff.
means. Oh, okay.
Hey, he said maybe he likes you, Jeff.
Well, that's cool. Hey, thanks. Okay, who is Jeff? I noticed this Gamer ID 11 says, well, I'll be happy to introduce myself. Thanks. My name's Jeff. I work at a fight promotion in Vegas called Tough Enough. It's not spelled like it's phonetic. It's spelled Tuffnuff. And Ed was nice enough to take my suggestion of picking Ronda Rousey. I picked her because a lot of people that have heard of Tough Enough probably have heard of Tough Enough because of Ronda Rousey. She fought for us twice in Vegas at the Orleans Casino, and we've had like Ronda plus about 38 other fighters that have made it to the UFC, and I mean tons and tons that have gone on to other promotions, you know, like Bellator, and at the time World Series of Fighting, which is now the PFL, and, you know, I mean, gosh, so many promotions that I've had the chance to watch some fighters that started with Tough Enough and then made it to their, you know, the big leagues, if you will. So thanks for letting me explain, you know, what Tough Enough is. And let's see here. I need to know my favorite kind of cereal. That's a good question. You know, I mean, I'm pretty partial to like. Let me see here. You know, I like Fruity Pebbles, but I also like Raisin Bran. I mean, that's kind of boring, but it's like probably not as bad for you as Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops or something like that. Yeah, so how's it going, Black Devil PS4? Things are going good here. I'm just chilling at my buddy's house. You know, Sky's really nice enough to invite me over, and I'm just checking out this cool setup. He's got the laptop, the tablet, the TV, cameras, another TV over here. I got to get like my setup kind of going like that. And I apologize if I miss any questions. I'm just like looking in here, right? Is that?
Yeah. Okay, these are all people on Ed Parker stream. You see Jesus Naranjo. Jesus Naranjo, I'm going to give you some credit. I'm going to give you a shout out. Jesus is one of my longest running guys that have been on my stream. He's probably one of the other best guys in the world. He gives Ed Parker a run for his money all the time.
Nice.
So you're talking about some of the best guys in the world on this game, and he's fighting Ronda Rousey for him. Hey, Ed, do me a favor. Put him out quick for my motherfucking buddy Jeff Meyer over here, man.
This guy's top 5 in the world right here. The guy who
Wait, that's who?
This is Ed Parker
right now?
He's fighting top 5 in the world right now.
Who's Cyborg right now? Is that the computer?
Not me.
No, he's fighting an online guy that's the top guy in the world right now.
Oh, are you serious?
Hey, Ed, tell him again, please.
Right now you guys are playing.
Yeah, so
Yes.
this guy, I'm fighting online, so it's random for someone who's in the top 5. So I'm ranked 1 right now, this guy's in the top 5.
In the world.
What?
I'm
Killer.
good friends with this guy, so he's pretty good.
Get him, man!
Nice. Let's see. I'm just reading. Let's see. Have you ever heard of Charlie Brenneman? No, I'm not familiar with that one. My favorite beer. I'm not really a drinker, guys. I'm sorry. No offense. What did I miss? What did you say? Did somebody talk shit about me? I'm just kidding. It's okay. I got thick skin. I can take it. Don't worry. Should I like go? If I could scroll up and maybe see what Homeboy said. Okay, Aaron 21. I'm not finding what he said. I'm gonna watch Ed play a little bit here. It's so cool. He's playing against just randomly got selected as another top 5 dude, huh?
Yeah, in the world.
Wow.
Well, he's top in the world, so if he's searching, he's going to wind up running against some of the top guys in the world, and he just happened to run against, right now, he's fighting one of the top 5 guys in the world on this game.
Is that person listening to us too right now, or how do we?
If he's on,
oh, hey, dude! Wow, what an honor to be watching both you guys live right now as I'm happen to be here. Okay, do I believe in aliens?
Very focused like me, but I'm sure he's in the stream
Okay.
somewhere. He'll come in after this fight, I'd imagine.
As soon as this fight is over, we're going to start this interview, guys.
Cool, and I'll just answer a couple questions real quick. I noticed, do I believe in aliens? Yes, of course. Ancient Aliens is like one of my favorite shows right now. So, okay, when's the next MMA event? Tough Enough's next event is next month on February 22nd, so that's exactly 5 weeks from today. And it's going to be at the Orleans in the exact same ballroom where you're watching Ed, where Ronda fought for Tough Enough, the very player you're watching Ed play right now on there. Okay, how much? Jeff, what car do I drive? Well, I'm not driving nothing fancy. Oh, look over there. Okay, thanks.
Well, Ferrari, go ahead and answer that question. But
Okay,
Ferrari's
sure.
on this stream.
Oh,
This is Ed Parker's
Cool.
stream. This is our stream. But Ferrari said big respect. But anyway, I'm sorry. He asked you what car. Go ahead. Answer the questions. I ain't going to put him on stream until it's time for the interview. You guys can't see him. You guys can't see him until it's time for the interview. Until we got 100 people in this stream, you can't see Jeff. So as soon as motherfucking Ed Parker is done with this game, I expect you guys to slide over to the stream because I expect 100 people on this bad boy, and then you can talk to Jeff and you ask him whatever questions you want to ask him.
Thanks, my friends. Let's see, I'll answer the question. I don't drive anything fancy, right? I was driving a Prius for about 4 years, and then I recently got a Jeep. I'm really happy with my Jeep Grand Cherokee, so, nothing super fancy or anything like that, but for me, it's like my Ferrari, so, Lamborghini, whatever, fancy car for me, it's nice enough. So to answer your question, Ferrari, I noticed that right before that question about UK locations, that was very nice of you to acknowledge my brother. Thank you very much for saying that. Respect to my brother. I get a little choked up sometimes, but I'll get right through it. He was the guy that started Tough Enough, and unfortunately he lost his life in 2013. And so since then I've been trying to keep his company going in his honor. And thanks. So Let's see here. Wilson, how does someone fight for you? That's a really good question. People are always welcome to send us information. You know, we get a lot of inquiries via our Facebook page. Lots of times people will call or email, you know. But the truth is, most of our fighters are coming from the gyms that we work with a lot. Thanks, Ferrari. You know, we thanks, Danny. We're really fortunate. You know, here in Vegas, we have some of the best gyms, as you guys probably are aware. We got Extreme Couture, Syndicate, Vanderlei Silva's fight team, Juan fight team. You know, there's many more. Ninth Isle, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Cobra Kai, Drysdale. I mean, some of the best gyms in the country are, you know, happen to be here in Vegas. So we're really lucky that we get a ton of great talent from these gyms, and we ask those guys, you know, the head coaches at these gyms, hey, who's up and coming? Who's ready? Who's looking for a fight? Oh, nice armbar transition.
Get him, man! Get him, man! Get him, man! Get him, man!
Cool.
Come on, Ed! Get him, man! That's what I'm talking about, Ed! That's what I'm talking about, brah!
Just as you predicted, Ed. Good job.
Just as he predicted, the best in the motherfucking world. Sorry to yell in the stream, bro.
No problem.
Yeah, so, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was saying about how to get in touch with us. If anyone would like to fight for us, we will take anybody. And I mean, like I said, you know, most of the fighters come from a gym that we work with, but I'll take anybody that's put in the training and deserves a chance. You know, I understand that people can't afford a gym membership sometimes, and they're just training with their friends in their gym.
Okay,
you know?
Okay, hold that thought real quick, because I know you guys want to get into it. Right, all right, Ed, this
he came in the chat and said, fuck.
Hey, Ed, we got to get it in right now. You got those 360 people over here. I really need you to spam your stream right now so we can get Jeff on the stream and get this interview popping, man. And you get the first couple of questions there, Mr. Ed Parker. So do me a favor, brother. This is where I need you the most. This is where I need your platform. And let's get it in, guys.
I got you, man. You got you. All right, so, boys, I'm going to stop fighting for a second.
1 minute.
And then I will,
1 minute, and then we're going to end this stream, and then boom. Cool. We're going to start the interview.
Awesome.
Right, so we're going to do a little interview now with, and it's Jeff Meyer. You guys all know who Jeff Meyer is. You've heard him talk for the last few minutes. So, I'm going to send you the link to his stream where you can see him. You can see his face rather than just his voice. You know, you guys can stay here if you want, but you know, you got to go and if you want the full experience, you got to go to Mike's stream, okay? And the link will be put out very soon. So.
And just remember, guys, it's only going to be a 20-minute, 30-minute interview at the most, so it's not going to be very long, and you guys can flood back into Ed Parker stream.
Yeah, and anybody that comes over to talk to us from Ed's channel, we'll ask you to encourage you to please go right back to Ed as soon as I'm done over here.
There you go.
And that's really nice of you guys to talk with us.
Fantastic. So, I'm going to get this thing going right now, and then we're just going to rely on Ed to pop that stream up. So, we're going to put it...
Send me that link as soon as possible.
Oh, I got to send it to you?
Yeah, you got to... We'll just put it in the chat. I can copy it for you.
Okay, well, let me get it in the chat ASAP. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
See that, Jeff? You watching the stream? Number 1. There's my name at the top right there.
Where? Where am I looking, bro?
Right here.
See,
right here.
Oh,
right here. Ed Parker, number 1 in the world.
Damn, dude. What an honor. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day.
No problem, man. Come on.
Yeah.
What you do is 10 times more, like 100 times more important than me just sitting here playing this game.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I wish I could be you, Ed. You want to trade?
Oh, absolutely.
He said you want to trade, Ed. Come on, let's go. Give me 1 second, Ed. I got to get to your stream. I copied the link. Now I got to wait for my slow-ass computer to boot up and get it going. So give me 1 second, and we're going to be over there in 2.5 seconds.
Sweet.
Hey, Lou Along, I need you to... Lou Along already posted the stream right there. Can you get that link right there from Lou Along?
Where is it? I'm trying to find it.
It's right below Fish Guts. Flavor FT. Post it up there. Spam that.
Your Poppy, what's up on Killable? I'm just seeing who's coming in. That's cool. that number's going up. So I appreciate everybody who's tuning in from Ed's broadcast.
Yeah, they're going to be flooding in. Pop that stream up there. Let's go. We should have 100 people in here, and we're going to put Jeff on here. As soon as I get this up here, guys, we are going to start this live interview. Make sure you got your questions ready to go. Make sure you guys are respectful.
You don't have to be that respectful. It's okay. I'm kind of a, dirtbag.
You're so silly.
Right. Everyone in my chat, okay, I need you to go to this link. Go to this link. We're all going to be here. This is where all the action's going down. Okay, click this link. This is where all the action's going down for the next 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll be back to playing ranked.
See how you put it in?
Sweet.
Right.
There we go.
Okay, guys.
Spam this. I'll put on a little fight for you, just two computers fighting right now. So you have something to listen to watch while you're if you don't want to go over there. But we will I'll get a fight for you guys. Fight modes.
All right, guys, we got to go. We got to get the stream popping. Here we go, man. I want to introduce you guys, man. Anybody that's watching this stream, you guys see the stream right now live. I'm going to put this shit, I'm going to exit out this bad boy. And we are going to do a proper introduction for my main man. We're going to do a proper introduction for you guys right now. Well, I can't do a proper introduction because I was on Streamlabs, but it's okay. Fuck it, let's go. All right, man. Without further ado, man, we got 41 people on the motherfucking stream. I want to say thank you to Ed Parker. Thank you to Ed Parker. I'm going to introduce you to the man of the motherfucking hour. You guys didn't think he was going to be here. With an appreciation to Ed Parker and his brother Barry Meyer and an honor to Tough Enough, I want to fucking introduce to you, guys, Mr. Jeff Meyer, baby. Come here, Jeffy.
Hey,
get in the motherfucking stream, baby, and look right here. That's what they looking at, baby, right there.
Hey,
talk to the motherfucking fans, Jeffy, and let them know.
Well, hey, thanks very much for having me, Sky, and everybody who's tuning in. Mr. Ed Parker, thank you very much for encouraging your viewers to come over here. And it's a real honor to have just watched you fight. And thank you guys very much for having me over and being able to talk with you guys today. This is such a cool setup. I'm looking around. I don't know if you guys can all see, but I noticed that, Sky's numbers of viewers just jumped up. So thank you all very much for coming over and talking with us. I'm just over here behind the camera looking at all this cool setup, but happy to answer any questions, and I'll look over there on the right. Like I said, this is such a cool screen and setup and everything. Man, this is cool.
Look right here. You got to look right here to the light. There you go.
All right, sorry, guys.
Talk to the people right here, Jeffy.
Well, I'll do a quick...
First of all, say hello to Ed Parker and Lou Wallong. Lou Wallong is my computer guy that's been helping me out, and Ed Parker is my motherfucking biggest fucking supporter as far as big streamers.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Mr. Ed Parker. And is it Mr. Lou Wallong?
Lou Wallong.
Lou Wallong, thank you guys very much.
Interrupt you for a second.
Please.
People are having trouble clicking the link. A few people are saying it's not working. So if you could just type in the chat on my stream, Mike, just so people can click directly on your channel.
I'm on it. Go ahead.
Go on my channel. Just go, yeah. Go on my stream, just type in the chat so people can see. Appreciate
yes, sir.
Let me just,
that'd be great.
If I can also please say, I'd like to just kind of informally introduce myself real quick, because we were just chatting kind of like, casually before Mr. Parker sent everybody over. So anybody who is looking at me doesn't know who I am, I'd like to please introduce myself. My name's Jeff Meyer, and I work at Tough Enough, which is probably, I would say, one of the biggest amateur fight promotions out there. We're based in Las Vegas, but we do events. We've done events in California, New York, Chicago, and Las Vegas. I'm happy to tell you guys that we've had over 38 fighters, including Ronda Rousey, who started with Tough Enough and then made it to the UFC. So I've been in the game for like a really, really long time. My very first UFC, what's up, Sky?
Yeah, baby.
I was at UFC 8 was my very first UFC. I was actually cornering an alternate fighter. I'll tell you guys some crazy stories about, like the history of the sport, and anything you want to know. I'm open book, please feel free to ask. And, but I just wanted to say, again, thanks very much for having me here today. And, like I said, Tough Enough's been around since 1994, okay? We've been promoting fights for so long, just behind the UFC. One of the questions that was asked to me on the Facebook chat, or I mean on the chat, which I forgot to reply to, was, is there anybody else big names that have gone on to the UFC? And I can tell you, there's so many. Most recently, I had the privilege of going to watch my friends Jamie Moyle and Emily Whitmire fighting. Okay, they were fighting on the very first fight. I think it was UFC 221 or 220. Well, anyway. I asked specifically for tickets to that one because, they came up through Tough Enough, right? And they're both such great girls, and I've become friends with both of them. So I really wanted to see that fight bad. I requested tickets from my contacts at the UFC, and believe it or not, they let me sit at Dana White's table for that fight. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. They were like walking me down past everybody, past it. They're like, looking at me like I'm somebody, and went directly to Dana White's table and sat me down there, and it was awesome. They said I could stay for up to 3 fights, but I didn't want to overstay my welcome, okay. So anyway, I'm looking over here to some question that just popped up, and
there you go. Ask some questions.
Me get into it. Thanks very much for asking. I was a karate kid growing up, Ed Parker, the original, the founder of American Kempo karate. So I started off in traditional martial arts, which was Taekwondo. And my brother was a very early black belt in Taekwondo. So we were running around as little kids going to all these different karate tournaments all over the Midwest because I'm from Chicago. So after karate, my brother's best friend was in the Junior Olympics for judo, okay? He was roommates with Christoph Leninger. If you guys maybe remember that name from early UFC 3. Well, anyway, my brother's best friend and Christoph Leninger were roommates in Japan at the Junior Olympics for judo. So at a very young age, my brother was exposed to judo. He was starting to teach me moves. We started to take some, it went karate, then judo from his best friend, but then we went into wrestling in high school, okay? So then from there, we then after that dabbled again in judo, but then jiu-jitsu was what was I guess you could say truth in martial arts, right? The UFC one happened and everybody saw that, traditional martial arts were not practical in a street fight. And Hoist Gracie was, arm barring and choking everybody out. So we immediately started to study, what is this jiu-jitsu stuff, right? So I'm proud to say that I started off as a karate kid, but was exposed to mixed martial arts, if you will, the judo and then the wrestling and then jiu-jitsu is first, is almost all Americans first heard about jiu-jitsu. So that's what got me involved. I mean, I was in the finance world. My brother and I were commodity futures brokers, and I was a stockbroker for a while. But it wasn't our passion, okay? We were banging our heads up against the wall every day because we didn't really enjoy what we were doing. And my brother started a fight promotion in 1994 called Tough Enough. And because when the very first UFC happened, it was love it first fight. Okay, my brother's quoted as saying it was love it first fight, play on the love it first fight site. So we started to promote in 1994. We had continued our finance, investment world jobs to, pay the bills and make a living. But we always knew that, he knew that he wanted to get this fight promotion going full time. So in 2008, he moved out to Vegas to get Tough Enough going and do events regularly, once a month. And then in 2009, I moved out here where we are right now in Vegas. So I've been doing this for so long. Like I said, Tough Enough's first show was in 1994, but we've been in Vegas since 2008 regularly. We've had a license in Vegas since 2003, but we weren't living in Vegas and promoting events once a month until 08.
Ferrari got a good question. How do you plan to expand nationally in the future?
Oh, thanks very much for asking. I mean, that's a really good question. I think that the key to expansion is moving to other cities, okay? I mean, I've been trying. We did a show in San Diego. We did one in New York, and it was awesome. I think that really for Tough Enough to get a little bit more exposure and, to potentially become a bit more of, a household name. Hopefully every fighter wants to fight in Tough Enough. I mean, so to answer your question, Ferrari, I think that moving around to some other cities will probably be, how Tough Enough's going to expand. And I've got some things in the work for 2019, but I would also like to mention we've got a TV deal, so you can watch Tough Enough's events right now live on.
You got a TV deal now, Jeffy?
Yeah, I've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. It's a channel that I'm sure Ed Parker's familiar with because they're really big in the UK. It's called Bein Sports. Okay, BEIN. Are you familiar with that one, Ed?
No, I'm familiar with BT Sports. They're not
BT
Sports, no.
Okay,
Bein
Sports.
I'm sure you can get it somewhere there. I'll definitely be watching.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, so it's Bein Sports Network, and they're claim to be the fastest growing sports channel in America. So they've got a really large footprint of homes. I think they're in like 60 or 70% of all the houses in America. So I think that hopefully with the television deal moving into other cities, we can hopefully expand Tough Enough, and the goal is really to just keep it going, and it would be great if we could be in. I'd love to see it in like every major city in America someday. That might be a little bit of a high goal, but that would be awesome.
Hey, I gotta ask you a big question. I gotta interject. Let me get in the camera real quick so you guys can see me right here. I'm over here with Jeff, man. I'm looking in the camera with Jeffy right now, Man, I appreciate before I go into this question, because Ed Parker gets the motherfucking big question right now before we go any further. But I gotta say, Jeffy, I appreciate you coming over here, man. I love the shit out of this guy. Let me turn my camera. I love the shit out of this motherfucking guy, man. This guy is an upstanding motherfucker, man. And guess what? We got a lot of more interviews with Jeffy later on. I'm sure he's gonna love you motherfuckers after this, and hopefully we have 15,000 views after this. But anyway, Ed Parker, I know you got one big question for my man, Jeff Meyer, and this is your time, Ed, because I pumped you up, Ed, for motherfucking Jeffy. So what you got to ask him, bro?
Please, Ed,
I
go
was
ahead.
speaking to Mike a few days ago, and he was telling me a lot about Tough Enough. And I heard you had Ronda Rousey on a few of your shows.
Yeah, man. Thanks very much for asking, Ron. Oh, go ahead, please.
The way Mike phrased it, The way Mike phrased it, like you saved her career. She's about to give up.
Oh, man.
I want to know more about that. How did you save her career, in a way?
Oh, that's really nice of you to ask me. I'd love to tell this story, and thank you for asking. It wasn't me, it was my brother, okay? I have to give credit where credit's due. He was the president of Tough Enough, and I was just running around helping him wherever I could, right? Like, I was dealing with Tap Out way back when Tap Out was huge, and helping to get sponsors for Tough Enough. That's kind of really where I very first started to work full time with Tough Enough. But anyway, to answer your question, Ed, thanks a lot. I like to explain. Ronda Rousey is quoted as saying that my brother helped save her career. Okay, and what I think she was talking about was she was having such a hard time finding fights. Nobody wanted to fight an ex-judo Olympian. Okay, and she had a fight lined up, if I remember everything. It was in 2008. Okay, I think it was 2008 or 9. She was trying to get a fight in California, and it fell out at the last minute. So the week of that fight, that she was supposed to be fighting, and the fight didn't happen. We were having a fight in Vegas the following week, so we heard about it. We were trying to scramble to get her a fight, to replace the fight that just fell off. We couldn't make it happen, but my brother was talking to Ronda's mom and said, "Hey, listen, we think we can get you a fight at our next event, and we'd like to invite you out. Please come out and check it out." So Ronda came out, and then I remember meeting her and then her mom and everything, and we found a fight for her the next event we had, which was like about a month later. Okay, and then we found another fight for her I think it was about a couple months after that. But nobody was willing to fight her, right? She was thinking about, what am I going to do if I can't, get anyone to fight me? How am I supposed to make this a career? And I think if I remember the story correctly, she was living in her car. She was having a hard time making ends meet. And, thank God my brother, had found her these fights, because Tough Enough's been known for doing a lot of female fights. Okay, we've been, since our very first show in 1994, we had girls on that very first fight ever, and we've had so many females. My brother always thought you got to give them the opportunity that they deserve, and oftentimes they steal the show, right? So we have a long history of being like, being very supportive of female MMA. And I can tell you guys also, just a kind of a cool side story, that one interview with that guy, The Voice, Mike Chiavello, he was interviewing Joe Rogan. I can't find this clip online anymore, but I remember it vividly. Joe was talking about how he hated female MMA and he didn't think that he would want to see it at all. And then he goes, until the Meyer brothers, me and my brother, invited him to Tough Enough. It was an all-female show at the Orleans Arena called Tough Girls, and it was during UFC 100 weekend. Well, anyway, Joe said, he's like, yeah, I thought that I wouldn't like it, and that it would kind of be like girls pulling hair, and he admitted, he's like, I was totally sexist and everything, and he became a fan of female MMA at Tough Enough. And I really hope to be able to find that clip again someday, but I swear to God he said it, and it was such a huge honor. I mean, I've known Joe for a really long time, and he's such a great guy. It was so cool to hear him say that about Tough Enough,
Hey, let me ask you a question, Jeffy. One guy asked, do you need any credentials to be a star?
Oh, I mean, gosh, that's a good question. I think that to be a professional mixed martial artist nowadays, the credentials, are very standard. I think, you could argue, okay, all the wrestlers, you got, collegiate wrestlers, you got Olympic judo people, you have the highest level Brazilian jiu-jitsu grapplers, right? These are likely candidates. But I mean, we've seen fighters that that maybe didn't come through those ranks, but are out there on their regional circuit just smashing and building up their records. I would argue that there's no real set formula, but you have to think that those guys that have that pedigree of cutting weight for wrestling, and have kind of been through the routine, if you will, of a wrestling season, or maybe a judo tournament, a jiu-jitsu structure like that. Those are generally, a bit more apt to getting into MMA and becoming champs. But I would say that anybody's welcome to give it a shot. And, we've had we've had fighters that said, look, I'm going to fight in the UFC someday. I'm going to fight for you guys, and then I'm going to go on. And then we've had fighters that said, look, I just want to fight once. Okay? Like the author of the book called... what's it called? Matt Powley. He wrote what was it called? The American Shaolin, I think it's called. Okay, Matt wanted to fight so bad, he actually wrote a book about his experience training for Tough Enough, and then it's called Tapped Out, the experience of him leading into training and fighting. And he said, look, I'm only going to fight one time. And the same thing was true for the founder of Fight Magazine, Donovan Craig. He fought for Tough Enough, same kind of a thing. He was like, I want to be able to understand what I'm writing about. So, I have to fight. So that was really cool.
So did you put him in there, or did your brother put him in there?
My brother did. That was, all credit to my brother. And we've had so many cool names my brother put through there. I noticed a question really quickly. I'll answer. Okay, I've got so many funny MMA stories, Fry, but somebody said that my name sounded familiar. They might have seen it in some credits. Well, I've been on the show Pawn Stars 4 times. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show, but happens to be one of my...
today. Jeffy been on Pawn Stars.
Right? Cool. I was I love that show, and even before I moved out to Vegas, it was one of my favorite shows. And then, when I moved out here, I had the privilege of going on there once, and they said, hey, is it all right if we call you back? And I'm like, yup. So I've been on there 4 times. I don't know, but
yeah,
that's, some of the fun stuff just living out here in Vegas. How long do I think Ronda will impact? Oh, man, that's a very good question, Brazil MMA. I think that her impact will be probably felt for so many years to come, because it was her, I think you could say, that really put female MMA on the map.
She was the first.
Absolutely. I mean, Dana White was saying that, there will never be a female. I don't want to have females in the UFC ever. And if it weren't for Ronda, I think maybe that would be true, right? So, I mean, I think that so many female mixed martial artists owe her, a lot of credit for, doing what she did, building the foundation. And, that reminds me of something I wanted to talk to you about, Ed. There's a group out of the UK, right, the United Kingdom, called the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. Now, it's
at the gym I train at, one of my good friends and teammates went over there and competed. But
oh, really?
He didn't win, but it's still a good experience for him to get a few more fights under his belt.
Yeah, I bring it up because
that was in Bahrain this year, right?
Yeah, exactly. I actually met the Prince of Bahrain. It was awesome.
You met the Prince of Bahrain?
Yeah.
Jeffy?
Wow. I mean, it was crazy because Tough Enough was the promoter for the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation's World Championships for the last 4 years before it went to Bahrain when it was in Vegas during the UFC Fan Expo. I had the extreme pleasure and privilege to meet the delegates from all these different member countries. So basically, the heads of MMA of all these countries were here in Vegas, and their amateurs were fighting, right? So I got to meet all the guys out of like the UK, MMAF. Are such great guys. Kareth, Denzine, Alistair. They're all such great guys, and I'm excited about this organization. I just was reminded to bring it up today because I read today that they signed some big names. For example, Randy Couture. And, they've already got Matt Hume signed onto their advisory board. Here in the U.S., I think that it's really important for awareness for these organizations, both the IMMAF and the U.S. equivalent, which is the U.S. MMAF, okay, because they're trying to get it in the Olympics, okay? If we could get MMA in the Olympics, they're on the right path. And IMMAF is the organization that, in my opinion, is going to get it done. I mean, so I'm really excited that I had a small part in, putting on the Vegas events that they did. And it was a real honor to work with all these guys. And, to be perfectly honest, it was in the UFC Fan Expo. So to have Tough Enough there, with all these huge, crazy MMA celebrities and all the fans walking around exposed to Tough Enough. And more importantly, they were exposed to amateur MMA. So it was like a really cool experience. And I really hope that IMMAF keeps going.
You see what Nathan said right there? Nathan Belair.
Oh, yeah, the Rogan.
Do you like
podcast?
Joe Rogan or watch his podcast, Jeff?
I do. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Joe. I met Joe in 2003 down in Sao Paulo when Eddie Bravo, his best friend, won in the Abu Dhabis. Okay, I think he beat Royler Gracie that year in 2003. Well, anyway, I went up to Joe and in the lobby of the hotel. My brother's like, "Hey, there's Joe and Eddie. Go, let's go say what's up." So I went up to Joe and I said, "Hey, congrats on Eddie winning." And I said, "Hey, Eddie." And anyway, we got to hang out with Joe and Eddie and the whole crew they were with running around in the streets of Sao Paulo, Brazil. And so I watched Joe. I was really excited about that recent podcast he did with Elon Musk. It was like really cool that talking about all the artificial intelligence and some, technology stuff I'm really into. So, yeah, I love his podcast and definitely watch.
Hey, do me a favor, Jeffy. Tell these guys to hit that like button and that sub button. And one guy said, "Do you play UFC 3?"
Unfortunately, I haven't been playing as much. To be perfectly honest, I got to get back into playing. I haven't played in a while. I mean, I'm just watching over here and just in awe at how cool it looks and it's come a long way, man. I mean, it's really, really cool to watch, and I can't believe the graphics and
yes.
To watch a guy as talented as Ed Parker and the other guy that he happened to have just been playing. It was really cool.
If you ever need, if you ever get a PlayStation anytime soon, let me know. You speak to Mike. Mike will tell me. I'll teach you a few things. I'll have you knocking people out in no time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Look, I appreciate everybody. everybody who's here and who asked any questions or even just took a couple minutes to listen, I'd love to invite you and expose you. If you've never been to a Tough Enough, I'll get you a ticket, okay, for free. If you enjoy yourself, I might ask you to please buy your ticket next time. But anybody that's here listening, I would really like you to come over and check us out. Our event is on February 22nd at the Orleans. Tickets are $25, $35, or $50. But like I said, if it's your first event, you've never been to one before, just shoot me an email and I'll comp you tickets. It's Jeff@toughenough.com. So JEFF@TUFFNUFF.com. Like I said, I know you got a lot of different things you can be doing, watching, and so I really appreciate the time and coming over to talk to me today.
Well, I got to throw this in there, guys. I'm going to throw this camera over here so we can get Jeffy and me in the camera at the same time. We're going to kind of get a little bit close right now. I'm going to look in the camera right now. I'm going to say, I appreciate everybody that came on the stream. Jeff came and blessed us, and Ed Parker blessed us with their presence today. Ed Parker gave us the platform. Jeff Meyer gave us the platform, and Mike Tyson is just the middleman just to bring those platforms together. So, from me, from Mike Tyson,
nearly 150 people in my stream, which is pretty good.
Right. From Jeff Meyer.
They don't want to ask any questions. They're just here to listen.
Right.
Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Right. Just remember one thing. You guys remember one thing. This is all in honor of Barry Meyer, man. I'm throwing my thumbs up, Barry Meyer. We love you, man. This is all honor of Tough Enough. This is all honor of Jeff Meyer, man. This is all honor of motherfucking Ed Parker and everybody else out there that wants to stay positive, get into MMA. Do me a favor, man. Stay up, man. Jeffy, you got the last words.
Oh, thanks a lot, both Ed and Mike. Thanks very much.
My pleasure, mate. My pleasure.
Thanks. The last thing I would like to say is we were talking earlier about how to get into MMA. And, do you have to be like very talented, come from a pedigree? I want to say we taught MMA for free here in Vegas at the Boys and Girls Clubs, right? It was awesome. These kids that maybe wouldn't have been able to check out MMA otherwise because they couldn't afford a gym membership or maybe they didn't have transportation, whatever. We went to every Boys and Girls Club in Vegas, and it was such an awesome experience. Out of the hundreds of kids that came through there, we actually had 2 that fought for us. Okay, so, they were really just training and getting in better shape, and I would encourage anybody to find martial arts. It will help you. Mixed martial arts is my favorite sport, and I think that the tenets of martial arts, respect and discipline and honor, are very important.
Jesus Narano, he's probably number 1 and number 2. Both of them go back and forth.
Yeah,
what up, Jesus?
Me and Unibot are very close.
Cool. It's really an honor to be here, you guys, and to talk with all you. And thank you very much for the compliment. I read what you said, Jesus, in regards to Tough Enough. Thank you very much for the support.
Quick Draw McGraw in the house. Hey, man, he's got to go, man. I love you guys. I'm going to give you one last little beautiful fucking picture of motherfucking Jeffy before he goes, man. Jeffy, look at the motherfucking camera. Wave at the camera. Tell him you love the shit out of him. Make sure they come and check you out at Tough Enough, Las Vegas, man.
I love you guys. Thanks very much for coming over here. If you come to Vegas and you come to a Tough Enough, I'll love you even more.
There you go. Now, hold on one second. Let me shine it over right here, man, and let me get the last motherfucking word. Ed Parker, I'm going to give you one little word, man, to everybody out there, man. We love the shit out of you, Ed. What you got to say, Ed?
Right, I want to say, first of all, thank you for everyone who stayed. I know I'm not playing rats.
Get in the picture, man.
To this interview. Get in the picture. Me get in the picture.
No, I'm talking about right here. We're looking at everybody in the camera right now. Go ahead, Ed.
Thanks to everyone who just sat here and watched it. It's been a good interview. I've been stuck to it. Half an hour has gone like that. Half an hour seemed like 30 seconds. So appreciate everyone from my stream who's gone over to Mike's stream. It's been good. And thanks for Jeff sparing some time. Give my channel some exposure. All of my viewers are interested. So thank you very much, Jeff.
My pleasure, man. If you send me a logo, you might just see send me your file, your logo file. You might see your logo on the cage someday.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Jeff. Don't throw it out there like that right off the bat.
I mean, I know some people that might
know shit. Hey, that'll be on another motherfucking video right there. All them guys out there like MMA Game out there. Got 80,000, 100,000 subscribers out there. Motherfucking Ricky J Sports. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is the motherfucking owner that just said he was gonna throw something on the mat. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, we love the shit out of you. We love the shit out of you, everybody watching the stream. I cannot take up no more of Jeff's time. I love the shit out of Jeff. I love the shit out of Ed, and I love the shit out of everybody watching this motherfucking stream. From Mike Tyson and motherfucking Ed Parker and motherfucking Jeff Meyer, baby. Live in Las Vegas, baby. We love you. Stay the fuck up, guys. Stay up, baby. And hit the like button. Jeff, tell them hit the like button and hit the sub button, baby.
And hit the like and sub button right there.
Hit the like and the sub button, baby.
Both of them.
Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about, guys. We love the shit out of you, man. Check him out. Jeff Meyer, toughen up. We gotta go, guys. Stay up. Hey, Ed, I'm gonna get with you in a minute, man. I'm gonna log off.
No problem, man. No problem. Appreciate you.
Love you. I'm gonna be here in a minute, man. I hate to log off with 35 people, but we gotta end it on a good note, baby. We gotta end it on a good note with Jeff smiling in the camera, giving a peace sign, baby. Peace, baby.
How about the shaka?
The shaka.
See you later, man.
Later, Ed. Thanks again very much, sir.